Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys slept well. Let me make sure you can hear me. Hello, hello. Oh, there I go. Good morning, everyone. Grand Rising. Okay, let me see who's here. I see Face Yaya is here. I see Miss T Velocity. Thank you for joining me, ladies. Dr. Soapy, it is always good to see you. Nubiology, Kimberly Black, Foot Soldier, thank you for being here. My fave, kind to me is here. Let me see who else is here. Miami Popo, Grand Rising Miami Popo. Foot Soldier, I said Foot Soldier, I think I did. Sandy, Grand Rising to you as well. Very Carey. Thank you for being. I won a contest over at Very Carey, but I had one competitor who was good, but I had another competitor that I was sure that I could master over. So I was kind of surprised that I beat the other lady, But there was is Miss T Velocity in here? Hey, Miss T Velocity, did I speak, Miss T Velocity? How you guys doing? So very Carey was perfecting some games last night. You guys may want to go over there to very Carey. Even though it was supposed to be a competition, it was more like a comedy act, I'd say, when you see that game, because you're gonna have so many belly laughs. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, hey, Miss T. Oh, she's here. Hey, Madison, W, Kimberly Black. Shh, you didn't hear that. Mike Lewis, Ronnie Q. Get Just Krista off your damn table twerk. Mike Lewis, you are a mess. Okay, so I think she didn't hear me say all of that because she's still being nice and speaking to the different people. Oh, she's in the clouds listening. Okay, good. Maybe she didn't hear all that. Okay, Mike Lewis, you know she can't move that smooth. Grand Rising Southern Nobleman, loud and clear. Good morning, Cream, Miss T Velocity. Hope you're feeling better today. Why wasn't she feeling well? I don't know. She may have a bout of the flu or something like that. It doesn't have anything to do with her performance over there on Very Carries, I'm sure. Good morning, Black Pearl. So glad to have you. Uh, Coco, grand rising to you as well. So I think I got everyone. Let me quit messing with T Velocity, but we had some fun over there at Very Carey's yesterday. If you guys are not subscribed to Very Carey, Fate Yaya, who else? Is there any other content creator that I see in here? Make sure you subscribe to them. Oh, Dr. Soapy, who's the music person, and okay, the channels that play music. Dr. Soapy, he plays more music that you may be familiar with, whereas William, he plays more music you may be familiar with growing up with. So, there's two types of DJs we have over here that go live and just do a set, do a whole set for you. So Dr. Soapy is one of those persons. Miss T Velocity, of course. If you're not subscribed to Miss T Velocity, uh, subscribe to her as well. Great grown woman conversations. And then, did I miss somebody that has a channel that I'm not aware of? I don't think I missed anyone. If I do, hold your hand up so my mods can grab your link and drop your link in the chat. I'd appreciate it. You're welcome, Dr. Soapy. Uh, Truth and Reason. Grand right. Wait a minute, Kimberly. Kimberly, you are a representation of yourself. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Okay, I see you. That was pretty scary looking, Dr. Soapy. Good luck tonight. Okay, I thought she was going to say something to me. Okay, thank you, Very Carey and Dr. Soapy, yourself, and Yaya, and Miss T Velocity. If you guys can drop those links, I'd appreciate it. So, hold on one second. So, let's talk about the clown show that's going on the YouTube streets first and foremost. I have some YouTube content today. I um I saw ODS was on. You guys know me. Even if you're on, I'll go in and I'll start from the beginning. But before, I could not catch up to his whole life because by the time I was about to hit his link, he was already done. So I said, okay, no biggie. So I'm watching him, and a viewer's review goes up there to relieve him as he needs to step away from his chat, and she's up there in uh, a viewer's review fashion up there doing hold on. Hold on one second. Up there doing pictures and things, doing a picture and explaining what the picture is and what it represents and all of that. So then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, some angry man steps up and tells her, hold on a few. Hold on a few. I got something to say to you. Sounding like a whole Tweety bird who whose tongue is infected with poison ivy. Hold on a few. I have something to say to you. And continues and to, I guess he calls himself reading her down about something she said, something she allegedly said when she was on Ronnie Q's page, and then proceeds to uh, think that is saying something so profound. This person who comes on YouTube and tells everybody that uh, all of these people on here are clowns and they're all beneath him, and he's just here to get entertained by them because they're such losers. But he was so in his feelings, so angry because a view is a view, has something going on with Sassy, and they decided to bring his name in it and don't talk about him. Okay, so what he didn't say, he was not specific about what was said about him because absolutely no lies was said about him. Okay, so let's take this back a little further, shall we? Let's go back, or her. Not a lie was told. So that's exactly why he is mad. And all the I didn't hear what happened and I didn't know about it. What about all these secret back chats that you running up on back chats? You run up on panels. Oh, I got words from you. You know exactly what was said. You want to pretend like, oh, I have no idea. Yeah, but you got an idea that not nan lie was told on you, and you were very well aware of that clown coming up there saying that I had had a stroke and that Yaya was a junkie that was living with her son because she was a junkie. The same man who can't go a day without getting high because he's so dependent on something to soothe his feelings. He can't be a whole grown man and adjust his feelings to the day without getting high and thinking like somebody is impressed about what brand of whatever he's trying to soothe his feelings and emotions with. Let's be real clear. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? No, I didn't stutter at all. Okay, so first of all, he must have had a stroke or he has dementia because it was not in fact a view as a view who he bought his bitch ass up on my panel going off on a hissy fit. It was me and Fates Yaya. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? So who had the stroke, bitch? And you bought your ass up on a views panel and talked all that dumb shit to her when you were the one who came up on my panel saying that Yaya was a junkie and you can't go a day without getting high, and then said that I had a stroke because I stutter so much. Where's the stuttering at, motherfucker? You heavy tongued lisping motherfucker gonna talk about somebody talking slow? As slow as your silly ass talk about absolutely nothing? About absolutely nothing is what you talk about on top of it. Bitch, you want to meet my husband? Nobody's impressed. You've been wanting to meet my husband, bitch, because you're a fan of my husband. Ho, Just hearing him say a couple of words in my background, you're a fan. And all that typing and Miss T Velocity chat about my husband told me to shut up. Nobody's believing none of that shit, bitch. I'm gonna put that right there on the wheelchair with the stroke that you said I had. I will put the and then he goes up on ODS's channel and says a view is a view, has stage 3 cancer. Okay, so what I want to know is anybody supposed to take any of this seriously? Who's taking any of this seriously? Is he a medical doctor who has access to views, medical files that you people are really considering taking what this clown says? But what I will take seriously what's put out here on the YouTube streets. And what's been put out here on the YouTube streets is, bitch, if I get doxxed, you're doxxed. You're such a man that you told Sassy if she's if no, she told you that if she's doxxed, you're doxxed. And what did you do? You did the same thing that you did when you came up here in a hissy fit windmilling at me and Face Yaya. You dropped your bitch ass off the panel. That's what you did. See, we see the shit that goes on, what you guys put on the YouTube street, and that's facts. You motherfuckers are you're so insulted that something happened to Sassy. No, you're so insulted that the truth was told about Sassy and didn't nobody give a fuck. Just like she don't give a the fuck when she gets on and try to tell the truth about other people to put them down. See, it's something about you dumb motherfuckers who finds it necessary to put other people down because that shows that you need to build yourself up that way. Nobody's buying the bullshit. Nobody's buying the bullshit from a bitch who's talking about she takes money from a nigga to get her motherfucking nails done. Nobody's buying the shit. She's a hoe just like any other hoe. That's hoeing just like any other hoe. I can better respect a hoe like Lovely Love, who's in a situation where a man's in jail and she's about to get put out of her apartment and hoeing to keep a roof over her kid's head. I can't respect a hoe who's trying to get some fingernail polish put on the motherfucking nails. Because the nigga who was putting fingernail polish on them motherfucking nails want to see them nails wrapped around his dick. But Lovely Love, you don't tell the left hand what the right hand's doing. The left and the right hand stroking dick. Chaba. Okay. Hey, Detroit 313. Hey, Slim Chick of the body. Okay. So, hey, I saw you kind to me. Good morning, Terry East. So, that's the clown shit that went on in the beef sector. So let's be clear. Who had the stroke? Who had the stroke? Why my numbers are going down? My numbers are going down because I'm talking about politics, dumb bitch. And I don't care about my numbers. How are your numbers going down on the lives you set up to drag black women? How dark-skinned black women? How were your numbers on that? How are your numbers on that AI music page that you are so embarrassed to leave your comments on so somebody can even comment on that trash? How are your numbers on what you create and put out here on the YouTube street? You're so sensitive to know that that shit is garbage that you won't even put a comment. They give people the ability to comment because you're such a sensitive bitch ass nigga. The fuck out of my face. Okay, so that's all I have for that trash. I'm woke, bitch. Yes. Wait a minute. Let me see. The whole I found the exact clown car that holds that stupid motherfucker right there. What did they say? He's about 7 feet tall. There he is. He got his lipstick on because he's a bitch ass motherfucker. 7 feet tall bitch. Okay. So let's uh let's continue. Sassy has masculine energy. She talks down to him, and he allows it. Hey, Bernice, how are you? It's good to see you. All this, oh, I haven't seen anything. Oh, I haven't seen anything. Oh, girl, bye. Girl, bye. These fake ass bitches around here with they bullshit want to put their mouths on you and then turn around and act like you did something to them. The fuck out of here. Message. Okay, so I think he confused Ronnie Hugh having a stroke with Sassy stroking that dick to get the motherfucking nails done. I think confused his strokes. That's the only stroke that's going on, nigga. All right, so that's all I have about that. Now, so I was up last night and I was getting my live together, and I was surprised to see Pizarro go live. I did not get to the end of the live, however. If there's someone who got to the end of the live, please put a one in the chat and let me know. It seemed to be a short live. It wasn't a long live. I'm gonna start it off. Okay. This is what I heard. It could have changed. You know how people start off the live one way and then somebody may hit the link and they may change their mind and then things may be different. So how it started off was she was mad. And she was mad at some of the intels. And she said she can't believe how they were treating her over there in that chat. And I'm like, what chat? And then I was like, oh, she must be talking about Lemon's chat. And sure enough, she was talking about Lemon's chat, and she was saying that she knew some of the intels just needed a man to be up under to show their true colors and this, that, and the other. She was in her feelings. And she said some of the intels, and I think she said she is thinking about changing the names from the intels. I think she said that briefly. She didn't elaborate or, go too far on that. But then she explained what happened. So what happened was she's back to not getting on panels with men. So she let the flyers get out, and the she's supposed to be a judge for the Halloween costume contest that he's having. So if okay, okay, if you're a thinking person, that would be one of the first things that I would ask Pizarro if I was having a contest that is open to possible straight males wanting to compete. That is one of the first things a thinking person would do. But this is a lemons contest, so of course that question was never asked. So the flyers were sent out, and all of this stuff, and all this promotion, and now, all of a sudden, they are just finding out late last night that Pizarro is still on her. No men can be on my panel. No men, straight men can hit the link when I am on the panel. So, um, Pizarro had offered to judge the competition from the chat. So it seemed like there was a big contention over there from the people who were actually in the chat over at Lemons, according to Pizarro. But I'm giving you Pizarro perspective. She said that a lot of people showed their true colors and how they really are, and I then for some reason who comes over then who did Mike then the blonde kitty pickle eater. And then I was done. I was out of that situation because I did not want to hear the situation spun around to her and Lemon's alleged refreshed relationship. I didn't even know that they got back into uh, just Krista and him are dating again since Buddy Lee uh, unceremoniously kicked her off his panel and told her don't ever come back over there. So, I thought it would take a week or two before we were to pretend like they, but no, already. Okay, anyway, so I couldn't take it. So, can somebody tell me, please, where did that end up? Is Pizarro actually going to judge the competition, or does anyone know that? Finally, no one knows. Grand Rising Queen Diva. Uh, this is my competitor I had last night. I thought she was gonna take the win from me. This is the lady who had me nervous. This is the lady who let me know that I was actually in a competition last night. Queen Diva. We were over at Very Carey's. There was Good Morning straight out of a storyline for content. I was just talking about you straight out of a storyline for content because it wasn't a full 24 hours that Jess Krista got banned from Buddy Lee's link channel and everything that she and Lemon are now back together, as it were. Okay, let me see. Pizarro is controlling Lemon's competition and channel. I am sick of Lemon airhead we confuse act. Thank you. Straight out of a storyline for content. I was talking about something that was straight out of a storyline for content. That's what you did. Jesus wept. So this the simple fact that not even 24 hours later, there we're spare me. I so that's the only thing. It was fun. I was in the bushes. Sandy was in the bushes. Yes, it was fun. I was over here roasting Miss T Velocity. She said she was in the clouds listening. I don't know if she is like some other people who listen while they're driving to and from work, but if she is, she's probably on those New Jersey highways, giving road rage and stuff because I was roasting her. Queen Diva. I had so much fun. Yes, I was telling them, very Carrie has a very good game, and it's if you just want some fun on this apparatus, go over there to very Carrie. Hey, Creole Butterfly, glad you are on listening. Thank you. I appreciate you listening to me and being here. Hey, all smooches. So that's indicative of someone who cannot speak Creole butterfly. Maybe one of the people who wants to let you know, hey, how you doing, and a general hey because they are in the middle of their morning routine and they can't speak individually. So hey, everybody from Creole Butterfly. Hey, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa's Productions. Grand rising to you. Okay, so I understand it. No, everybody has their little morning routine. So now, does anybody have the final thing? Then, so I go over there to Lemons after she steps on Pizarro's chat, and so I go over there to Lemons and I redballed it a little bit. And what did I hear? Jadon was up there, so I heard a lot of interrupting. I am really liking Hershey. I am really liking Hershey. Uh, there's the link to last night game night over at Very Carey. The link is in the chat. If you haven't seen it, go over there and watch it. But her Halloween, I think she said it's a party. I don't think she said that it was going to be a competition. I don't, I think I heard her say party. Hey, Jar Jar, Ronnie Q and some with a little rum. You putting rum in your coffee? I think I did she get to the party? I think she did get to. She's having Pizarro is having her own Halloween party. I don't know if it's going to be a contest. In good Pizarro fashion, I cannot imagine it not being a contest. But it's actually on Halloween. It's not on the tonight. So, good morning, Deputy Direct. Excuse me, Deputy Director Voodoo. Good morning to you. Hershey Kisses never bites her tongue. She's refreshing. She is a breath of fresh air. And she said something, and Jada, well, let me explain it. No, Jada, I don't come on panels with you. I don't need you to explain anything that I'm saying because I'm saying what I'm saying. And she just totally shut her down. Like, someone needs your assistance to have a conversation that they want to have. But no, what it is you want to act as if you already know what everybody has to say, think, this, that, and the other. So Hershey gets up there, and she said that she thinks that Pizarro is basically trying to run Lemon, trying to run his challenge, but where see, it's kind of back and forth. See, because you guys, there's a lot of people who have the viewpoint that Pizarro is trying to run this, trying to run that. She's trying to do this, trying to do that. She can't do that without a willing participant, first of all. And second of all, this would not have ever been an issue if a sane person who thinks and know that they have a woman who says she don't get on panels with straight men would have made sure and just simply asked her if she would allow straight men to compete. He could have made his decision there. And so when I went over there, he was like, "Oh well, it was kind of like the situation with Jay Dunn. I had already said Jay Dunn could be the DJ, but I put a poll up anyway." Okay, so plays, and more plays. So you're asking who's going to be the DJ, or Jay Dunn inserted herself in to be the DJ. Requested to be the DJ. So instead of saying no, instead of saying I have someone else, you put up a poll, and then the next day you come back and say that you had already agreed to let Jay Dunn DJ. So what's the poll about? Why are you wasting people's time? Why are you pulling stunts out? Because that's like what you do best. Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys take a poll to decide something, and I'm gonna choose what I've already decided in the first place. Give me a freaking break. So okay, I got lost in that bullshit. Okay, let me get back to what I'm saying. So he says that he's going to go with keeping Pizarro as a judge. That's the last I saw of this. Let me be clear. The last I saw was he was going to go with keeping Pizarro as a judge because he doesn't believe all the things that these people are saying about Pizarro. So he's going to let Pizarro judge from the chat, or has that changed? Does anybody know? Ain't no straight men in the in the beef sector. Uh, Where was that J Dummy cursed out? That was over on Lemons when Hershey's. I think her initials is a C when she got up there, and she really didn't curse her out. She just shut her totally down. She gave her no room to breathe and to get in there and to feel offended and fuck you, bitch. Well, fuck you, bitch. None of that. She just shut her down and told her, I don't need your assistance with what I'm saying. And let me and continue to talk. And gave her no freaking air. Shut her down. Like putting a lid on a candle jar, should I say. Snuffed her out like a candle. That's what she did to her, Jar Jar. That is Lemon Channel. I don't understand why he's letting others tell him what to do on his platform. Okay, so and Lord knows that he has a gaggle of people up there who are insistent upon their thoughts and their opinions being chosen. So it is what it is. So there's plenty of room for people over there to be the professional. I know everything's over there. So you know he has a long list of people to choose from. So, hey, even during some part of this conversation, there was a wait, what? I'm sorry. What is Lamb in here? Where he probably had to take a phone call. No, he was over there ear jockeying what Pizarro was saying. Let's be clear. He was over there ear jockeying what Pizarro was saying. I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to change my battery. The same wash, rinse, repeat dumb shit. No. And then tomorrow you're gonna be, because when I left, I did go over there to see what Pizarro was saying, and it wasn't like that. I like Pizarro. Get the fuck. Anyway, so that's all I saw. I don't know if Pizarro will be judging from the chat. I don't know. But the last I heard that he is going to keep his word to Pizarro. So uh, I don't know why Pizarro was upset. It seems like I don't know why she was upset. If he uh, if after she left, that was his decision. Was that his decision before she left? Did he clearly tell the people up there, telling him that wasn't a good idea, that was his decision? Because if that's your decision, next topic. I mean, I don't understand it. If that was your decision after Pizarro left your chat to make a live, and then you put your foot down and say you're gonna honor what you said to Pizarro, couldn't you have said that when the topic first came up? I mean, okay. Happy Halloween. I know, but I'm not saying yes. Let the shenanigans continue. Yes, please. Angela T. Wright, good morning to you as well. You have a beautiful day as well, Angela T. Let the shenanigans continue. Melissa King, I don't nobody knows the answers to my questions. Please don't forget to hit the like button as you enter the chat right now. Ronnie Q only has 40 likes and 100. Well, I hate watch will do. I hate watch, those counts as well. So can anybody tell me? I hate to sound like Olivia the Oracle. Does anybody know if what I've is any of those things about this competition and the judging by Pizarro have changed? Because things change around here quite quickly. So that's the last I heard, that he's going to stick with what he told Pizarro, and he's going to stick to what he told Jay Dunn about DJing, even though he did a poll of his chat. Should Jaden be the DJ? And they said no, he's going to stick with what he had already told Jaden. That's why do a poll? Why ask why? Is Pizarro still going to judge this contest tonight from the chat? Does anybody know? I guess no one knows. So that's as far as I got with that. That's what's going on. That's what's going on with that. If you guys may find out for yourselves. So I don't know. Now, okay, I told you guys about official D Spots live, and then I went over to Miss T Velocity live. Uh, then who else did I see? I didn't see Pizarro's live during the day. Um, I missed that. I didn't see a viewers of you. A viewers of you did a live last night, and so let's talk about it. Unlike if I get docs, you get docs. Uh, stuff that's actually put out here on the YouTube streets when the protector and the prostitute are mad at each other. See, not a view is a view having stage 3 cancer has never been put out on the YouTube street by a views of view. She says because she absolutely has no cancer. So let's be clear on what's put on the street and what has never been put on the street. So a view is a view did a live last night, and she was like she was quite insulted. And I don't blame her for being insulted because that idiot who has obviously had a stroke with his heavy tongue and lisping ass and can't remember shit, either that or dementia, or maybe the penis pump from his erectile dysfunction has him light in the head and he couldn't even remember that it was not a view as a view, it was Jaja up there. So a viewer's review was quite insulted. So she did a short live last night, and she said that ooh, let me get my premium because the commercials are on. I got a recommendation from the hood table. The commercials are on 12 minutes because this live, I curse right off the bat. This live will not be on green, and you know I set my commercials on the same time all the time. You know, so you know the cash app is dropped, but I'm not going to overly beg people for cash apps every 3 to 5 minutes. So um, you know I got to do it the way is best for me. Why would talent someone who is supposed to be so educated using health reads because he thinks it's effective when it's not, because he absolutely think it's effective. Here it is, October, breast cancer awareness month, and he is out here talking as if he has some information about a viewers of you allegedly having stage 3 cancer, and he's using it as a read in October, breast cancer awareness month. Let that sink in. And he's using it like it's a dirty read on her. So that shows you he's trash. He's absolutely trash. Putting cancer on someone in breast cancer awareness month like it's a dirty thing. Like it's the patient's fault if she did have it. Okay. So let's be clear about what we are actually seeing and witnessing. See, it's not what they project, it's what they are. It's not the farce that they put on. It's what they actually are. Why are they so much better than everyone else? But they're in the B sector because they're trash. They're trash. Hey, Khaki, how you doing? You got three in a row. Oh, get money. Dum bum 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 bum. Get money. I didn't know that happened. Oh, so what was I talking about? Y'all, oh, so y'all didn't do it. I did it. A viewers of you did a live last night, and she was quite insulted. Yes, you guys get them at different times. Maybe Very Carey hasn't gotten any, so uh, maybe you guys are getting Very Carey's commercials. Okay, so she was just quite insulted that someone would put that on her, and she just like was really bewildered, and she was like, I don't understand why someone would say something like that about me. And because she knows all these people take everything people say about them as fact. Look how many years I've been in a wheelchair. Look how many years I've been in a wheelchair. Okay, even though it's clear I'm not in a wheelchair. And when it is clear I'm not in a wheelchair, people act like they didn't see that video. They don't say there's no, oh no, that's not true. No, it's the whole wheelchair thing because it makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel, and look at what it takes to make some people on here feel better than you. They have to put deadly illnesses on you, have to put you in wheelchairs and the whole nine. Okay, do what it takes. I told Pam, hey, just give me that cancer. I'll just throw it on the back of the wheelchair and I'll carry that for you. Girl, bye. Do not let that shit bother you. But she was insulted. She was like greatly insulted, like she didn't know where that came from. I'm just putting it in my terms. She didn't say these things from the tone of her voice. That's what I got. This is my telling you what she said about that. Now, she also spoke about a something that she had talked about in her health personally, things that she had shared with people to give people information. She said, I'm not, you guys can go over to a Views of You channel. I'm not going to repeat anything about the things that she have shared. See, that's what's wrong in a lot of ways, that you can't even share anything with people. She said, what I've shared about my health journey or anything about my health that I chose to come out here and share with people because trying to help other people. So now this is what I want to know. How many prayers and how much love and prayers is he giving to Leo, since he thought that uh and you have viewers of you have stage 3 cancer. So how much love is he and prayers is he giving out to Leo and coming on here when we had somebody who actually shared her journey, who gave so many people so much strength to see how strong she was in the faith, in the in having to face this and face it bravely, and share with us information and love, because none of us are exempt from possibly having cancer. None of us. Do you think people woke up and said, I want to have cancer today? So on the cusp, on the on the foot of Leo ringing her bell and also waiting. She has until December, sometime in December, to know if she's in full remission. You have an idiot out here trying to act like he's such an elite motherfucker, like he's such an educated, money making motherfucker out here using cancer as if it's some dirty slur. Let's be clear. An unintelligent ass. See, that's why he was so pressed, so in his motherfucking feelings. Because I'm not going to let these jackasses run around here, try to act like they so important motherfuckers, and they're nothing more than trash. Insecure trash. Hey, Miss G. No, me and a view are fine. No, me and a view are fine. I'm, you know, you got to red ball it back. Me and a view are definitely fine. Fuck cancer and talent too. Exactly. So this is what's going on from the educated elite. You guys are trash, and I'm so better than you motherfuckers. So I really want you to pay attention to what's being see. This is what's being presented on the YouTube streets. Ronnie Hugh had a stroke. She's stuttering from a motherfucking slow talking motherfucker who can barely pronounce sentences. I believe the view. I feel it's a view. I have something to say. Don't drop down. Don't drop down. And you think I'm pressed by that dummy? No, not pressed at all. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Okay. Anyway, so if you want to hear a views honest response to that attack, you can go over. Did you guys drop a views of you link in the chat? Um, I think if it's worth putting out a lie about someone's health in breast cancer awareness month, when we have another woman who is waiting to see if she is in remission for cancer and who has shared her cancer journey and story and treatment with us. I think it's worth also giving a view is a view a click and a view. It wasn't a long live. It was, I don't even think the live was 30 minutes, but I think that it's important. See, because people who trying to act educated need to get educated. So that's all I have to say about that dumb shit. Thank you. Not the educated elite. My goodness, today has been quite an experience. I'm truly enjoying it. Okay. Hey, Vito. Vito, it's so good to see you, Vito. Thank you, Very Carey. There's a views of you link. So go check out her live from last night. So, and I'm not saying she was hurt. I'm just saying she was. It just seems like she was like insulted and taken aback. So that's all I'm saying. Oh, you don't think she left the live stream up? Oh, a viewers of you does that. Okay, so there's a viewers of views link. Uh, Let me go. I can't go check. I got so much shit up here. You guys can go check if she has a live stream up from last night, and you will see it. Very care. You were on a commercial break. We understand, Yaya. Shade. Okay. So I want to know, did you guys see this? Anything else, you guys? Hey, viewers of you. How you doing? Hey, y'all. I'm too upset to come up. I greatly appreciate your kind words. I thank you. I just listen. That's all I got to say about that buffoonery that went down. And I hope you heard everything. I hope you heard that maybe he is the one who had the stroke. Maybe he is the one who has some type of dementia going on, because it was Yaya and me who he came up and said that we were talking about that they was talking about Sassy and they have a problem with Sassy. No, they were telling the truth, and you have a problem with the truth. And so you came up and decided to say that Yaya was all types of junk. It wasn't even you, views of you. So that's why you were so taken aback and just like, what the fuck going on here? Because he's an idiot. No, I just paid for premium. Mm. Yeah, yeah, I'm driving. Look, she's driving and she's driving and she's dropping links. Okay. So I just wanted to um let you know that of viewers view. I only speak at the lights. Okay. So I wanted to know, is there anything else you guys want to talk about that happened in the B sector? Anything else? Yep, I pay for premium too, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so is there anything else? Grand Rising Zero Lightness, is good to see you. Thank you for coming over. Nothing? I'm gonna drop the link. And just in case you guys have something that I may have missed that you want to talk about, you're more than welcome to hit the link. I'm gonna pin the link. And if there's something in the beef sector that I've missed, I'm pretty sure it is. You're more than welcome to hit the link and we can converse about it, or you can tell us about it. The link is pinned. Did you guys hit the like button on your way in? Okay. Okay. So here we go. Have you guys seen this? Okay. I had to put my copyright sign up. I'm using this as a part of I'm using this under the Fair Use Act for commentating and news reporting. So I want to know if you guys have seen this. Okay, let's go.
You're going to vote for a certain candidate may not be, as evidence in this interview. Watch.
Your feelings, and let me start with the women here about Kamala Harris.
She's a woman of color. I'm not putting her down because of that, and I'm not putting her down because she's a woman. I'm not a feminist, so I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, I don't think that she has the personality. I don't think that she has what it takes to go up against Putin and go up against these other presidents that are built for this. I don't want to be scared because my president is scared. I want my president to feel.
Okay, first of all other nations don't have presidents. So she's a dummy. So these other presidents, okay, but she's doubting. Okay, let's continue.
Secure and manly and about it.
We brought up gender, right? Like, do you think it matters that she's a woman and people aren't comfortable having a woman in a top leadership role?
No, I don't think that, because most men, they love their mothers, they love their wives. So as a woman, most men, they respect the woman, but she just don't have the qualification or the education to really run.
Okay. She doesn't have the qualifications of the education. This is a black woman. Okay. It's okay. So let's go.
in America because she don't have the experience.
Wow. Well, there you go. What do you think?
There you go. What do you think? What do you think about that? This made me hot as fish grease. Good morning, Queenie. No, she said she don't have ignorant heifer. Okay, she doesn't have the education or the experience. She's a whole was a whole prosecutor. Do you know that that means she had to go to law school and pass the bar and excel over many people and have like most black women have to or black employees in the professional field have to work twice as hard to get half as much and was the attorney general over the largest state in the United States, California. Oh, but you sitting up here talking about who don't have experience, looking 45-year-old with baby hair slicked down all the side of your face. Hmm. Okay. Good morning, Aisha. Pronounce Aisha. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it all now. Okay, a view said her video from last night is up if you want to hear it. She just put it back up. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? Good morning, Choreo lover. Uh Choreo lover. If nothing else, I want you to red ball for some understanding. Because people are out here playing like, oh, I don't know, I'm the victim. So we're gonna call talent the new Rodney. He's the victim of everything. Okay, so let's continue. You're gonna for just red ball for understanding, not now, at your leisure. You will get a clear understanding of anything you need to any questions that you may have. Hey TC, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So we have that going on. Am I in the twilight zone? No experience. She's the VP. No education. She must not know she's currently the VP. It's just crazy. It's just your own people. Now, so we have this. Oh, now, so these are the questions that they are going out and asking people. So let's be clear. Alex, what is her last name? That woman who is interviewing her, she has done some very intense investigation news pieces. But this is what she's out here um, asking the black voter. So that should not be lost on you. Let me find one more thing. One more thing. Hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot to pull this up. I want you guys to definitely see this. I hope I can find it. See, because the game is basically rigged in this arena as well. Oh, did you guys see Charlamagne? What is his name? Charlamagne the God on Anderson Cooper last night. I hope you guys saw that. Somebody asked me about him last week, and I said I'm not a big fan, and I'm just not a big fan. I had also heard that he was one of the people who has a big platform, who was a Kamala doubter, and not supporting her with his huge, the huge Charlemagne the God. That's his name, Charlemagne the God. He didn't support her. So I'm telling you, is that wasn't the sole reason I wasn't a big fan of him for a while. So he was on Anderson Cooper last night, and they were talking about her rally that she had last night, and Anderson Cooper was contorting himself uh, back and forth, left to right, to have this conversation with him. Okay, I think I found the best that I'm gonna get. Okay, let me cue this up. Okay, here we go. So listen to this conversation. Let me see if he. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna start from right here. Okay, let's share. Yeah, I just really want to know if you guys saw this interaction. And Charlemagne the God was so spot on. They they really should be embarrassed. And I had talked about CNN, that I don't watch CNN because uh, CNN seems like they're taking this election like we're anchors, we're getting our money. We can talk about this at you know all day, all night, and we don't have to take anything that Donald Trump is saying seriously. But we have to hammer down all of these questions, and we have to be so hard on her. You notice that when she came out to do her interview yesterday with him, when Kamala Harris came out to do her interview with Anderson Cooper, he didn't even let her sit down. He didn't even know how to be a gentleman. They had two chairs right there. As soon as she got on the stage, he was asking her a question about immigration. I like, why are the chairs and water here? What are you doing? Okay, so all of this stuff, and I like how Van Jones put it yesterday. These two candidates are not taking the same test. She has to be. I forgot what he said. I forgot his quote. She has to be perfect, and he just barely, he's like the jock that shows up and the teacher gives him the good grade. That's not what Van said, but let's check this out, see if you heard this. Hold on, I have to put up my fair use banner. Okay, I'm using this clip under Fair Use Act for criticism, commenting, news reporting, and teaching. Okay, so let's check this out. Okay, so what he's talking about is the fascist comment. He's talking about the Hitler comment. And you see, he cannot even get a sentence out trying to not offend Donald Trump. And like, you got to take the whole cake. It's baked into the cake. He can't even he's contorting himself left to right because I don't know what he was asked, because this is where the video starts. I didn't see the thing live. This is where the video starts. Listen at how he's talk, just can't even get a sentence out straight to answer a simple question. Why isn't your news channel covering him? And okay, I'm sorry.
who he is every single day.
Yeah, which is a fascist, and it's crazy because you still don't have news networks having that conversation. Like when somebody says, when somebody questions Kamala Harris's blackness or is he a DEI hire, y'all will have roundtable discussions about that, asking that question. How come you're not having roundtable discussions asking is Donald Trump a fascist? Actually, not even asking it, stating it. I mean, when you look at the things that he's talking about doing, jailing journalists, jailing his political opponents, turning the military on American citizens. The guy said he wanted to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. How come that is not the topic of discussion on networks like CNN every day?
This country where, you know what, I got so many, I don't look at comments about myself, but I was looking up some comments about my grief podcast, and I came across this whole.
I don't look at comments about, now it's about himself. But they cut that segment. This, whoever this is, they cut that segment because you see them when they came back to this position. Angela Ray and the whole thing were up into a different conversation. But now we're talking about him. I could not find it actually on CNN. CNN, I think they put it up a day later. You may be able to find this segment sometime today, because I think they let their segments cool a day or tomorrow. When I find it, I'm going to play it for you, the whole segment. So now he's talking about himself, and he's going to say something that you guys should really pay attention to about the overpaid news analyst. And first he says something about MSNBC, and then he had to, I'm overpaid too, but, and that is the problem, because none of these things that matter to average people that a real reporter would ask, they are unconcerned about. But see, and also you have to understand that you have somebody who said that they are going after the press. So maybe they're trying to make sure they stay on good side of somebody who is coming into office saying that they are going to target the press. But let's continue.
Inundation from people who are Harris supporters saying to me online today, like, how dare you? What a betrayal that you would ask her these questions.
No,
and I'm like,
job.
You misunderstand what my job is. I'm not on MSNBC, and no disrespect. What they do is they're very talented, but I don't watch it. I'm not interested in watching.
But what is your answer to the question of how come you don't have the same tough questions to Trump? What is your answer to that? See, he's defending being tough on asking her tough questions. But where are the tough questions for him? You couldn't even open your mouth and say anything. I'm not MSNBC. But are you Fox News? Who the fuck are you? Okay, let's continue. I got to give commentary, and I got to be, I have to be show you how disgusted I am at these answers. Okay.
What these overpaid blow-dried anchors think, and I include myself in that overpaid blow-dried, although I don't blow dry. I am overpaid, but I'm not interested in the anchor's opinion. I'm interested in facts and letting the viewers make up their own mind. So anyway, I'm sorry this devolved into something else.
Okay, let's get past this commercial. I'm sorry. Okay, now we're into the creators' comments about this. Okay, let's go right here. Let's get to this part. Okay, let's go.
Do you think she should do that?
I think that
apparently Trump's is going to tape a thing with Joe Rogan. Do you think she should do that?
I think that she should keep calling Donald Trump a fascist. And I think that Americans need to keep looking at the rhetoric of Donald Trump, because I don't know why we're even thinking about electing somebody who's talking about putting people in camps. I don't know why we're talking, or why we want to.
Okay. Well, all of the real issues that there are to talk about. See, this news just came out yesterday morning. You guys probably heard it here first because I was talking about it yesterday morning about his chief of staff, his longest chief of staff. I played it for you, him out of his own mouth saying that he wish he had generals like Hitler. Now this is the next day, and the biggest question that Anderson Cooper, who you just heard say he's overpaid, the biggest question he has to ask this black man, professional black man, is do you think she should go on Joel Rogan's a comedian sports show? I mean a comedian and who is a uh, staunch MAGA guy. Should she go on his show? Should she be challenged to go on his show? She's challenged to go wherever she go. She was challenged by you. But you're not asking should he challenge himself and go on a MSNBC, as you want to say. You're not asking that question. But I love his answer. He kills this answer. We're going to go back a little bit, just a hair.
Americans need to keep looking at the rhetoric of Donald Trump, because I don't know why we're even thinking about electing somebody who's talking about putting people in camps. I don't know why why we want to elect somebody who's talking about mass deportation. I don't know why we're having this conversation about somebody who wants to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. Aren't we supposed to be a patriotic country? Whenever somebody like Colin Kaepernick takes a knee in this country, everybody talks about, oh, that's so unpatriotic. But a guy can say he wants to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election and nobody cares. Like even me bringing it up now, you brought it back to Kamala and Joe Rogan. Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Anderson Cooper is trying.
Yeah, even me bringing it up now. That's the best question you got to ask me. Is should she go on Joe Rogan's show? Joe Rogan, who was telling people to take that, what is it? That horse worm pill, ivermectin or whatever, to the medication that they use to deworm people, to instead of taking the 19 virus, that would keep the 19 out of you. A whole fucking loon, a whole motherfucking MAGA supporter. So, well, do you think but you don't have nothing to say about. I love that answer. I fucking love that answer. Okay, let me see what you guys have to say about that. I'm going to drop this link, and you guys can watch the rest of it on your own. I do not want to play too much of this gentleman's content because I do not have permission, and I don't want any strikes, but I definitely want you guys. This is the only place I could find pieces of this interaction between Charlamagne the God and Anderson Cooper. And Anderson Cooper ought to be fucking ashamed of himself. A lot of these news broadcasters should be ashamed of themselves, asking this bullshit, this utter bullshit. Ivermectin, yes, that. Thank you, Coco. So, okay. Hey, Denny, it's been a long time. Thank you for being here. All the great black journalists and CNN picks that's okay. Denny, that's why I am not and have not been a fan of but I must say I was impressed by that answer. So ever since and nothing. I'm just talking about this moment. Someone asked me about him, and I had said I was not a fan, and I kept it pushing. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. This hit my desk late last night, and I'm talking about in context of the election. I and I have never been a fan. I just explained it clearly that I have not been a fan of Charlamagne the God. Uh, I've talked about that situation. I went in depth about that situation in a live. I'm not. I'm talking about these newscasters need to hear this. We need to actually get this out in the public. What these companies are trying to frame everything around while ignoring somebody who says that they want to uh, uh, expel the whole Constitution. They have a 180-day plan under this Project 2025 where they're going to enact all of these changes, fire all of these people in government to put in Trump loyalists. These Trump loyalists have already been taking classes and things like that about things. It's not like this is a day one plan. This Project 2025, they have a they have a plan that is set up for day one. They don't want to answer any questions about what they went to Congress and they were asking them questions. There's a fourth tier of this Project 2025, and it is what they plan to do in the first 180 days. They have not. They would not answer Congress exactly what is going to be done in the first 180 days. But all they will say is that, well, yes, it is a plan. And well can you describe? Well, it's like what you think. No, well, I don't know what to think. I don't have the details. I'm asking you for the details. They even s- I don't know if they subpoenaed or they asked the what is that, Kevin Roberts, the president of the Heritage Foundation, the think tank which this Project 2025 has come out of. They asked him to show up to Congress because they wanted to talk to him about it. You know what he did? He does little interviews and stuff, but when Congress called him up there, he had a book that was set to release, and he had a whole book release set up, whole press thing set up. When Congress asked him to come to Washington D.C., he pushed back his book release, and he has been missing ever since. He has gone off the radar because Congress asked him to come in and talk about this fourth pillar of Project 2025. Let's be clear. So you think I give a fuck of what a motherfucking arrogant motherfucker who is a whole piece of trash got to say about Ronnie Q? Because nobody's talking about the real shit that affect you and how you live your life. You give numbers be damned. You're not going to be able to say, I didn't know that. How come nobody was talking about that? Okay, so I dropped the link for that. Okay. So that's vote early. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. We will talk about that. That's I okay, we can talk about that. Um, that's why I have not been a fan. I just wanted you to hear that somebody really needs to get in these journalists' ass about this bullshit. I ain't forgot about that. No, I have not forgotten about that story. I reported on that story. And that's why I'm not a fan of his. Uh I don't know the it's going to be on Sunday, Choreo Lover. Um let's choose a time. Let's say 3 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 5 Eastern. Members only live. Thank you, Choreo Lover. Members only live, where we're going to have some fun, play some games, and uh I will give to my members. Uh, you know how we do it. Okay. Okay. So now I it did my heart well to see the rally that they had. I think it was in Duluth, Georgia, yesterday. Oh, that rally was so packed with people, and everyone who came out from Samuel L. Jackson, Spike Lee, uh, all the senators from Georgia, on off and Warnoff, and what is the other dude? Oh, I forget his name. It begins with a oath, also, or whatever. Warnoff and the other, the Jewish guy, who they made a blue wave and turned Georgia blue. Okay, and also the uh, the young lady who was voting for the first time. It was so good that they had her up there and sharing her experience of how proud she was to do her this to be her first vote. Uh, then they had Bruce Springsteen, uh, a couple other people who were who represented the Democrat Party in Georgia. It was a great event, and Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry wove a good story about being a Georgia uh, native and actually having his studio on a old military base that used to be a Confederate named after a Confederate soldier that was actually a Confederate military base that he now owns and is able to employ people and stuff. So it was good. And then Barack Obama came out. He introduced Barack, and then he introduced Kamala. It was a very, very nice. It sounded like a freaking concert in there. Yeah, the yelling and the chants and stuff. It was so beautiful. So if you guys didn't see that, you might want to check that out. So I want to show you this. Okay, let me get beyond the commercial. Okay, now let's be clear. Um, Let me see. Is this the one? Let's be clear. At the same time, Nevada is also a swing state that they feel is swinging for Sir Cheeto. And so while she was in Georgia, which is also a swing state, a must-win state, he was in Nevada. So let's see what was going on in Nevada last night. I'm going to share my link. Yes, yes, yes. And you guys will recognize this young man. Uh, I always, Adam Mokler. You may want to subscribe to his page. I'm going to drop the link to this before we delve into his reporting on what happened in Nevada while Kamala was in Georgia. Okay, I need to put up my banner. Bear with me. I'm using this under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 under the Fair Use Act for news reporting, criticism, and commenting. Okay, so let's see what went down there. I'm going to remove your comment, Choreo Lover.
The Stone Cold You know, she wants to. When I said no tax on tips, remember?
This dude's brain is absolutely fried. Donald Trump held a nonsensical rally in Las Vegas, Nevada tonight, and there are some really interesting moments I want to dissect because he got confronted on John Kelly's comments not once before the rally, but twice after the rally, and both times they didn't go his way. And the first time he basically confirms what John Kelly said, that he wants loyal leaders. He says, I fired Kelly. He was weak. Kelly was weak, so I fired him, which confirms that Donald Trump wanted German-like generals beneath him. And the second time, we'll get to that. But first, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Let's jump in.
I would appreciate it if you guys, if you like this. This is a young dude who is very on top of shit. So you guys may want to subscribe to him if you just want to, if you like his commentary. You know, let's continue.
To this first clip of Donald Trump pushing his election fraud lie and then saying his supporters are a boiler waiting to explode.
Now he's in Nevada. Now I've already told you that they have already put all of these people in precincts to try to not certify the election, and he's in Nevada, where it's supposed to be, win, lose, or draw, and he's telling his audience, it's like I know how you feel. It's like a boilerplate. The same thing that he did on January 6th. Well, march over there to the Capitol. They're about to certify this election. It's rigged. It's a farce. So this is what he's telling his audience. Okay, listen. Listen.
Fraud lie and then saying his supporters are a boiler waiting to explode.
That's crazy. It's like a boiler waiting to explode. You've been waiting for this so long.
This is Donald Trump after pushing election fraud lies, trying to mobilize his voters. It's very reminiscent of the 2020 election when even before the election took place, he spread lies about voter fraud. He intentionally laid the groundwork and primed his voters to have distrust in our institutions so that he could take the stage on election night and declare victory prematurely. And he's taking the exact same strategy here. But some good news, over 20,000 people in Georgia.
Okay, who don't remember that he actually got on and said that he was the winner before they had declared the winner? Okay, so let's continue.
For VP Harris and Barack Obama. This is their biggest crowd yet.
Okay, so he's showing the crowd for Harris and in Georgia. Now he's going to compare and contrast to Trump's rally last night. Let's see what's going on there.
In Trump numbers, it'd be about 120,000. We can go with that. 120,000 people right here in Georgia.
He's being facetious. They estimated it was over 20,000 people. He said in Trump numbers it'll be 120,000 because you know how Trump is always inflating his actual attendance and how huge his rally. More people than I ever seen anywhere ever. Okay, let's continue.
The energy on the ground is palpable, and we'll get to some more clips of Barack Obama speaking because it was amazing. But here's a side-by-side of Trump's rally, which had people walking out, and Harris's rally, where the energy was, again, palpable. These both took place in the past 24 hours. And, I've been to 20, maybe 30 Trump rallies. And something I can tell you is that people get there at 9 a.m. They wait for him to speak. He takes the stage at about 7. Oftentimes he's late 1 or 2 hours, takes the stage at 8 or 9. And then people end up walking out because they are not impressed. This video is still going. As you can see, people walk out of Trump rallies very frequently. Let's go back to these videos right here. So this is Donald Trump before his Las Vegas rally being asked about the John Kelly comments. And then I'll play the video after.
I'm a fascist, and everyone knows that's not true. They call me everything.
until something sticks.
I want to give you a chance to respond to your former chief of staff, John Kelly, directly. He said some things about you, essentially accusing you of disparaging American soldiers in an Atlantic article. When's the last time you talked to him, and how would you like to respond?
Years ago, I fired him.
Okay, so I dropped the link for this. You can go on and watch the rest of this. These things that I give you are between 12 and 15 minutes. Let me see what you guys have to say about this. Hey, Granny Love, how are you doing? How old is this video? This video is from their rallies last night. Trump was in Nevada. Harris was in Duluth, Georgia. These are from I voted. Thank you, Ms. T Velocity. And we have to get the vote out. Hey, Candy Cane. We have to have these. We have to shed light on what's really going on with the news media and the actual facts. So they want you. Yes, Granny Love, exaggerating. What Trump do? You're going to have to red ball. It's just a lot of information I'm trying to give you. I am dropping the link to everything that I am showing you. I encourage you to go and check these things out. Good morning, Miss LA. I didn't see you come in. It's Friday. Yeah. 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 It's Friday. Come on down and have a seat. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Body up, body up, body up. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Okay. Um, that was he was saying that was as he was doing his production last night. This video came out last night, Choreo. Oh, speaking of Friday, here's Joe Friday. Thank God it's Friday, Ronnie Q. Good morning, Ox City. It is good to see you. Okay. So, okay. So let's okay. So I told you who introduced President Obama, who then introduced uh, Kamala, and who introduced President Obama. Tyler Perry, Samuel L. Jackson opened up the show. Bruce Springsteen sang 2 songs and also said why he just a you saw I you can catch the whole I had it up here, but I took it down. But you guys can easily Google that and find that whole rally last night. It was so nice. Anyway, what I want to show you is who introduced. Okay, Miss Toby, hold on. Who introduced Trump yesterday? Hold on 1 second. Good morning, Miss Toby.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Fine. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
No. Go ahead. I was just gonna
I
show.
didn't see the. Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't see all of the rally from last night, but I saw a little bit of it, and it seemed like it was a good turnout. I did get. I'm not really a Tyler Perry fan. I'm really not, but I'm not even gonna get into that. But I did get a
Me either.
little
That's I said
emotional. Yeah,
he did a good story. I ain't gonna take nothing from him. He
yeah. I ain't
wove
gonna
a
take
good
nothing. Yeah.
story, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did get a little. Yeah, he did tell a good story, and I did get a little bit emotional about his story. But I'm not the biggest Tyler Perry fan. But I can't. I gotta give the man credit. He did give a good story, and he's a smart, savvy businessman. But I ain't getting into all that. But yeah, I really. So the clips that I did see, I did really enjoy it. But I can't relate to Anderson Cooper because Anderson Cooper can't relate to us because he comes from wealth.
Exactly.
So whenever,
And
so
he
whenever
even says that he's
yeah,
overpaid and he's a Vanderbilt. If you guys don't know, Anderson Cooper is from the Vanderbilt family. His mother was
yeah, his
Gloria Vanderbilt.
mother is Julia. Yeah. So I really can't relate to him anyway. I've never really related to him anyway. I mean, I know that he comes across like he's a liberal, but for the most part, he's also a one percenter. So he grew up in wealth, so I don't really relate to him much. So what he says goes out one ear and out the other. So but like I said in the chat earlier, it's just amazing to me. You know how our grandparents and our parents told us how we have to be smarter, 3 times smarter than the average Joe. That's white. So that's what they basically proving right now. They giving her all hell because we have to be 3 times smarter and better than our average white Joe
And then they actually say
man.
out loud, well, like that Sununu, the governor, I don't know what state he's the governor of. He's a governor. He said, well, Trump saying those things, it's basically cooked into who he is. So just
Mm.
ignore that. It doesn't matter. But
Mm.
this is, oh my God. And so
Okay,
I support him. Go ahead.
so I wonder, just picture it if it was Obama when he was running and he was quoting the Nation of Islam. How will America feel?
How did they feel when they beat him up and brought up what Jeremiah Wright was preaching in the
Exactly.
pulpit? How would they
Hmm.
feel when they kept on saying that they are leftist liberals and communists? That's how they would feel. What if Obama was up there stating he wish his generals he would want his generals to be like some communist dictator? How would they feel then? But it's okay. 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 Let me introduce this. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I told you who was where, and I want you to hear how Tucker Carlson introduced Trump. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah, I was
I
about to
think
tell you we can't still
no.
hear
I
anything
I
on it
I
here.
was looking for it. I have so many tabs open, girl. I was just last night was just disgusting.
Take control of
I'm
your
sorry.
healthcare career
Here
at
I come. I got to
NAFCare.
get past this.
Working with NAFCare, it has opened my eyes up.
And I'd like to begin by
1 second. Let me find it. Let me find.
unanimous was
Let me find
destroy.
exactly where in this video I want. Okay. Robert F. Kennedy. Okay, here we go. I'm almost here. Oh, here we go. Why is it?
I think Donald Trump's going to win.
Here we go. Let's see what this bozo's talking about.
Which is amazing. Which is amazing.
Hold on. Here we are. I apologize. It keep buffering for some reason.
Here's him. I think Donald Trump's going to win. Which is amazing. And that's why I'm here. I'm not here because he's going to win. I'm here because I'm so thrilled by what I've watched over the past 9 years. This is the end of a redemption arc. If you allow people to get away with things that are completely over the top and outrageous, if you allow your 2-year-old to smear the contents of his diapers on the wall of your living room. And you
Okay, so if you allow people get away with things that are totally outrageous, but he's not talking about Donald Trump. He's talking about Democrats. So what he's saying, listen to what he's saying. He's talking about the Democrat Party. So do you know anything that the Democrat Party has done under Biden that they have gotten away with that has been so listen to what he's saying, and listen to this crowd. Listen at the hate that he's trying to get these people who are Trumpers to feel about Kamala presidency. Come on.
You do nothing about it. If you allow your 14-year-old to light a joint at the breakfast table, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're going to get more of it. There has to be a point at which dad comes home.
Okay, so this idiot sat up there and called Trump daddy's coming home. And I wish I had the rest of it. I thought I had the rest of it. He also said that daddy is going to give you a spanking, and it's not going to hurt daddy worse than you. It's going to hurt you. So what he's saying is that now at last I heard spanking your child was against the law in the first place, but they down there, yeah. And then when Trump walks out, they hey daddy, they were chanting hey daddy. And when he told you when daddy come home, daddy's going to give you a spanking, that's going to hurt you. That's what he said. Okay, what do you think about that?
Well, I was really thinking of it two ways. Like, he's going to spank like a child, but also I was thinking about he probably was asking those women to call him daddy too, the women that he, harassed. I'm sorry, Rodney, I'm sorry.
Daddy's home.
I know I shouldn't have thought of that, but that's the first thing I thought about because he's a sick individual, in my opinion. So that's the first thing I thought about.
Okay,
and
so
then Carson act like he was having an orgasm when he was like, "Oh, wait, oh, psych."
4 years ago, I started.
Just an
intense
idiot.
What the imaging showed.
Let me play this for you guys.
Now Tucker could have made.
This is this black attorney. I definitely enjoy him. I recommend that you check his page out because he does a really good analysis of. Now he's gonna talk about this Tucker Carlson thing a little further. I think this has the whole thing about the daddy's home situation. So I just want to. That's his link. Please check him out. I use his stuff quite frequently because I enjoy him. I don't want to use a lot of his stuff, of course, because I don't want any repercussions, but I'm a fan. That is all I'm saying. And I'm just letting you on to something that may interest you as well. That's all I'm saying. So let's hear what he has to say. He's talking about the Tucker Carlson introduction. Okay, let's check him out.
In this video, I'm going to react to some things that Tucker Carlson said at a Trump rally in the state of Georgia, and this event was hosted by Turning Point. Now, Tucker could have made these comments really at a KKK rally, or you may as well just say that Turning Point is basically a KKK rally, or you might as well say Trump's rallies are KKK rallies. That's how well these comments fit in, and that's how blatantly racist these comments were. I had to give a reaction, a strong reaction, a strong rebuttal. But what kind of saddens my heart is I am certain that there are blacks in this audience listening to this blatantly, overtly racist stuff that is coming out of Carlson's mouth. And I'm sure he's not the only one who spoke and just let it just spew out this garbage, this racist garbage. Why black folks are supporting this must be something the black community must take a serious look at. We must really, really double down, regardless of who wins this election. We got to double down on re-educating, especially young black people, because they have been seriously miseducated and disinformed. But for now, let's get into these comments, these racist comments made by Tucker Carlson.
Thing about this election, okay?
Tucker Carlson made again at a Trump rally or a KKK rally that was hosted by Turning Point. All right, let's do it.
It's too much. And so that's the second important thing about this election, okay? The first is every person in this room needs to understand you are not in a despised minority. You are in an incredibly gentle and tolerant majority.
All right, they may be the majority, but they're certainly not tolerant, and they are certainly not gentle. History rebuts every bit of that.
You put up with this crap for way too long. As they insulted not only you, but the memory of your ancestors who died for this country. They tore down statues to their memory. People have never built anything in their life.
They disrespected your ancestors. They tore down statues. He's talking about Confederate statues. He's talking to a Trump crowd. You know, they say when they wave the Confederate flag, it's about their ancestry and all of that stuff. It's not about the Confederacy. It's not about the Confederates who wanted to keep slavery alive. And then he said people who have never built anything. No, you're talking about people who built the whole United States off of their backs. So let's be clear who he's talking to and what he's talking about.
He is talking about the Confederate Army and supporters of the Confederate States of America. And it's a pretty astonishing admission. He's essentially saying that Trump supporters and Turning Point supporters are descendants of the
Confederacy.
I am happy to hear him make that admission because I know it already. Now, what do the black folks in there think? They're certainly not descendants of the Confederate, which means they ought to be finding the exit.
Let me go a little
right.
further.
They ought to be getting out of there because they are definitely in the.
When it comes to getting to market in a more quick manner.
Commercial. Oh, look at all these commercials. Okay, let's go.
They went out of their way to humiliate you.
Comments that they are the descendants of the Confederate. But let's keep going.
They went out of their way to humiliate you and spit on you and the graves of your ancestors. And that's not an exaggeration, they did that. And this country is so nice, it's so polite, it's so thoughtful and empathetic and sweet.
Oh, you're talking about the nice, polite, sweet country that made African Americans chattel slaves for 250 years almost, and then created the Jim Crow system and lynched thousands of African Americans and beat and flogged thousands.
Okay, so I dropped the link in the chat. He's gonna give commentary. He better tell it. I just want you to hear what he's giving commentary on, and you see that he is on it. He is letting people know. He said we need to be re-educated as people. Not all of us, but we each one teach one. But see, don't nobody want to hear. It's really sad. But let's go.
Sweet, kind, polite country that you're talking about, dude. Really? Let's keep going.
The kind of country that loves dogs and gives directions to strangers. That we
Loves dogs,
They're
but
not
not
black.
minorities, especially if they are melanated minorities.
put up with it for 4 years. But we can't anymore.
We can't put up with it anymore. Okay.
We just can't. And we can't for 2 reasons.
And you're going to love these reasons why he says that MAGA can't put up with it anymore. You're going to love this. Watch this.
First reason that we can't put up with it for 1 more minute is because it's just not justice.
Woo.
It's just not justice.
It's not justice.
Okay, so what he's telling them is that you have an injustice that has been put upon you. Now, this is these are these nice people and everything, and what justice have they been robbed of in a democratic election? See, they're hyping these yokos up. Okay, let's see the second reason.
He says it's just not justice for MAGA to put up with African Americans finally beginning to experience some of the rights that we have been denied for centuries. MAGA just can't put up with it because it is not justice. Look at how he's twisting justice. If anyone has a gripe about who has been treated unjust, it is African American people, not MAGA. MAGA are the perpetrators of injustice. They are twisting stuff and they are projecting what they're doing onto us as if we're the ones who are the unjust ones. And all the time, we are actually the victims of racial injustice. Again, this
Okay, I'm trying to find the next point.
commentary, whatever you want to call it, could have been given at the local KKK rally. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the
Nasty, aggressive,
I hope I got this rewind. I want you to hear how he just and what he just said.
violent, nasty, aggressive people in your country. You can't.
You don't want these violent, nasty, aggressive people in your country. Okay, let's
Wait a
make sure.
minute. Wait
Hold
a
on.
minute. Did we not forget?
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Did we not forget January the 6th? Who was nasty and aggressive that day?
Yeah, I want to get the whole context. I forgot exactly how you started, got into that. Yeah, but we're going to talk about it.
And you
It's 9
still
o'clock.
pull the
I gotta
lever
run.
All right.
and MAGA
All right, but
and this.
I'm gonna be listening, but I
Thank you
gotta
for
run.
coming
You
on.
know what that means? I gotta go. on
All
the
right.
schedule.
All right.
All right.
Thank you
Love
for coming up. Let's keep listening.
Great live. Great live.
Thank
Thank you for all this commentary.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, so let me get to
You're lost.
this.
I hope I got this rewind. I want you to hear how he just and what he just said.
Violent, nasty, aggressive people in your country. You can't be fair. You cannot
Let's listen to it
reward
again.
the most parasitic, useless, violent, nasty, aggressive people in your country.
Why?
You cannot want the most parasitic, aggressive, useless people in your country. In your country. Okay, so I dropped the link for that. You can hear more of this hatred that was being spewed at the Trump rally in Nevada, which is also a swing state. If you don't think voting is important, be prepared. If you don't think that the rhetoric that they are spewing out is poisonous, and they are getting so they're acting as if something must be done. We must take action. So they're trying to normalize what they have in store, in my opinion, in the first 180 days, where they won't even tell you what they have in store in the first 180 80 days, where the president of the Heritage Foundation that put out this Project 2025, when asked to come to Congress to talk about what is in these 180 days, he shelved his book project that was scheduled to launch, and they can't find him anywhere to address Congress about these first 120 first 180 days. And let's be clear, you've heard it out of the president's own mouth that he wants to put sick the military, not he wants to put sick the military on the enemy within. You heard it out of, but see, you guys, not you guys, people play like they don't know what's going on, and oh no, he doesn't mean it like that. He's talking about something. He doesn't mean it like that. So this is the hate rally that happened last night. Let's see what else.
Wow. The most useless, parasitic, vile. Let's hear it again. Because I want you to understand what we're up against here. Listen to this.
Is because it's just not justice. It's not. It's not justice. It's unfair. You cannot reward the most parasitic.
Parasitic. When you talk about parasites, you're talking about something or someone who lives on someone else without making any contributions, who've done nothing to this country or nothing for this country. He cannot be talking about blacks. We built the country. We laid the foundation to the country. For how long? For how long? For how long? 250 years of chattel slavery.
Highest level of talent.
These secret hairs in your ear.
Uh-oh. Got a commercial. Let me put it on mute. I'm just going to let you hear the ramblings of this idiot. And if you guys want to hear the commentary, please visit this page. Okay, here we go. Because you gotta hear what the other side is
Who give the biggest tips to wait. In a fair, decent country, the people who work the hardest, who have the highest level of talent, who are the most creative, are the most decent to their neighbors, who give the biggest tips to waitresses,
who work the hardest. How can the descendants of the Confederate, the slaveholders, the plantation owners,
those people should be successful. Those people should be revered. It shouldn't be Larry Fink. Are you joking? Kamala Harris shouldn't have a job. She has no skills.
Kamala Harris should have no job. She has no skill. And that is the disinformation. I heard a black woman recently say the same thing. This is what they're hearing.
I played that black woman for you when I first started this segment. The dumb black bitch sat there and said that she shouldn't what she said, she doesn't know what she's doing. She don't have the education for the job. We heard that black woman. We heard that black woman. And, okay, so you think that it's hard for him to say it?
Supremacy. You may as well just give Tucker a pointed hat and a white robe. All right, a little bit more.
How did we wind up with a system where Kamala Harris, you couldn't change the tire on your truck, much less drive it?
What woman is out here changing tires on trucks in the first place?
So he has to go this far. She don't have no skills because she can't have brain skills to run a country. So the skills that he has to say that she don't have is to drive change the tire on the truck and drive it. So let's see that we don't see the okie doke in what he feel. I guess she don't have the skills for what they call them black jobs. Changing tires on the truck, a woman changing tires on the truck and driving you somewhere. Okay, so there's the link to this video. You're you're more than welcome to check it out. I'm going to drop the link for another video in the chat. I'm just trying to give you information. Please check him out. Yes, I'm a diva. Okay. So I'm just giving you information about what's going on actually in this how they're framing this election. Okay. What did I want in here? Okay. I'm just dropping some links for you guys that you guys I some of these I can't remember, but I know that I saved them for uh this live. I don't want to take up too much time. These are some links that you may get informed by. But here's one that I do want to play for you. Now, I was in this actual when he went live. This is Reese Waters. So I was actually in his live, and I asked him for permission if it was okay if I use his link sometime, and he did give me permission. If you guys want to hear some smart commentary on a lot of issues, you may want to subscribe to this page I'm putting in right now. It's Reese Waters. I'm just going to play a bit. He does a great show. He does a weekly show. He does a smart show. And let me play a little bit from this. Okay, this is what I want to present to you. I'm not going to play all of the show. I'm just going to give you. It's about the Central Park 5. So let's check this out. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, I shared it. Okay.
Now back to this dragon. Today's nominee, Donald Trump. He's on quite the Racist of the Week run. Is that 3 Racist of the Week nominations in 1 week? He must be ramping up for the election. There was that podcast with Patrick Bet-David.
Really like me. And I think black women do too. But they have a woman who is black, although you would say she's Indian, but she is black. But she really, a lot of people didn't know, which is true. But
I learned about it just a couple months ago. I mean, the fact
that she's black,
yeah.
Or that she's Indian.
The fact that she's black, I thought she was Indian until a couple months ago. Things changed. I mean,
a lot of people. Well,
because if you follow baseball, Sammy
right.
Sosa kind of, you
Right.
sometimes have to respect people. They
Sammy.
change, right? So I thought maybe she was doing a Sammy Sosa the other way.
Yes, Sammy. No,
He says, Sammy Sosa, sometimes you got to respect people. I thought she was doing it the other way. So Sammy Sosa, we know he was dark as hell. And now he looks like a whole piece of lumpy white plaster because he done bleached his skin so white. So he said you got to respect Sammy Sosa. At least he was going from black to this transparent color that he is. But you got to respect. I thought she was like Sammy Sosa. You got to respect. But she was doing it the other way. You can't respect that she's doing it the other way. She went from Indian to black. Okay. So let's continue.
I watched that last week, and I think he spoke down to black men. I thought it was terrible the way he spoke to them. But
you think it's effective? You think he still carries the same stick as he did, maybe 8 years ago or 12 years ago?
No. I saw a guy named Van Jones. He's I don't think anybody knows who he is.
Okay. Now you want to talk about Van Jones. I don't think anybody know who he is. Do you know who he is then? Well, how do you know who he is?
He's a commentator for CNN. And he came to see me in the White House. And he was crying. And he was with a group of people that was, they were begging to do it. They were 5 votes short. He made a plea to me, Van Jones, total sleazebag.
Then there was the John Kelly revelations.
Now, it comes hard on the heels of new reporting out today in The Atlantic on the former president's alleged affinity for or wish for generals who were like Adolf Hitler's generals, and his alleged contempt for the family of a slain Mexican-American soldier. First, the New Atlantic reporting, Jeffrey Goldberg, Atlantic's editor-in-chief. Goldberg's piece is titled, "Trump, I Need the Kind of Generals That Hitler Had."
Okay. So we ain't talked about the Mexican soldier who was unalived by I don't even know if they caught the it was a in-house deal. She was unalived on the actual military base in Texas. I think it was Fort. I don't know. I don't want to say it was Fort Hood, in a military base in Texas. So the family came and sat down with Trump. This was during his presidency. They came and sat down with him, and I'm so sorry. Oh, if there's anything I can do, if I can take care of anything. So then he told them that he would pay for her funeral. He told them that he would pay for their funeral. We're going to get to that and what happened after that.
But he leads it off with a story of an Army private named Vanessa Guillen, who was bludgeoned to death by a fellow soldier at Fort Hood in April 2020.
Donald Trump asked, quote, "Did they bill us for the funeral? What did it cost?" According to attendees and to contemporaneous notes of the meeting taken by a participant, an aide answered, "Yes, we received a bill. The funeral cost $60,000. Trump became angry. Quote, "It doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a fucking Mexican."
And he could get another one just for this.
And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, "Oh my God, that's unbelievable." I had to say it.
Sorry, that wasn't racism. I just wanted to play it again.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are not taking the same exam.
Yeah.
And I think it bothers people.
We cannot wake up the morning after Election Day wishing we had done more.
I'm sorry. Let me get through this commercial.
He gets to be lawless. She has to be flawless. That's what's unfair. That's what's unfair. That's what's unfair tonight. That's what's unfair.
Okay, so I want to show. Oh, it's coming up. I would just.
Tonight. They're not taking the same exam. Look, she has policies. She may not articulate them perfectly every time. She may not put the stories in the right places, but she's fighting for actual ideas that will help real people. And he's talking about people's penises.
But right now, it's time for some long overdue consequences.
The five men who make up the Central Park Five, now calling themselves the Exonerated Five. They're suing the former president over his remarks during last month's debate. As a reminder, the Exonerated Five were a group of Black and Latino teenage boys wrongfully accused of raping a woman in New York Central Park in 1989. After hours of interrogation, they confessed, but later retracted their statements, saying they were coerced. They pled not guilty, but were ultimately convicted and served several years in prison. More than a decade later, DNA evidence and the confession of a convicted rapist proved their innocence. Today, now free and advocating for criminal justice reform, the group has filed a defamation lawsuit against Trump for these comments at his one and only debate with Vice President Harris.
They said they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a.
Okay, now it's been 35 years. It's been 35 years. And let's be clear. He recently said that he still don't believe and he still believes and he still stand behind this $80,000. Back, what was it, 1983? He paid $80,000 for a front page ad saying that these. Okay, I'll tell you. Let me let this finish.
Person ultimately, and if they pled guilty, then they pled we're not guilty.
Debate with Vice President Harris.
They said they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled we're not guilty.
Okay, let's be clear. This is about a grape with the R case. You hear him say, well, I said they basically killed the person. So the front page article was asking for them to be executed for a crime that punishment does not meet. This is what he put in this article, and he still DNA evidence and a confession from the person who held that DNA evidence that he did it is clear. These people, okay, I'm gonna let you guys listen.
Okay, but all five had pleaded not guilty, and the victim of the attack, which was horrific, survived.
Okay, I just want to put a pin in this.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to get to the fact. Bring back the death penalty. Bring back our police. They should be forced to suffer, and when they kill, they should be executed for their crimes. But this is what was in this front page article in 1989 that he paid $80,000 to get on the, I believe it was the front page of the either New York Times or the New York Post. And he's still standing behind this, hasn't taken this back when asked, well, I think they still, okay, cannot ever admit when he's wrong. Okay, so
in New York's four main newspapers just days after the five boys' wrongful confessions in 1989 coerced confessions, saying, bring back the death penalty, and, quote, they should be forced to suffer, and when they kill, they should be executed for their crimes.
Now, you know who I would like to holler at right now is all of my Trump for criminal justice people. Yeah, all the people talking about.
On September 10th in the debate with
Shannon Spector, a trial lawyer who represents the exonerated five. Shannon, thank you for joining Top Story tonight. So do you have a case here, and what is your lawsuit about?
Well, thank you, Tom, for having me. And I could not express it better than you did at the top of this segment. On September 10th in the debate with Vice President Harris, Donald Trump wrongly stated that these five men pled guilty. He wrongly stated that they killed the victim. Neither is true. And in fact, these five men have been thoroughly exonerated. The guilty person admitted guilt. His DNA was matched to the victim. He was convicted. He went to prison. These five men not only were exonerated, but the DA filed a motion with the court to have their convictions vacated. The judge signed that order. So there's no doubt that these men are not guilty. And Mr. Trump persists in this 35-year campaign of hate against these five men, even though he knows better. He knows now for over 20 years that these men are not guilty of that heinous crime.
Now,
so if you want to know what his policies are, these are his policies. These are the policies that he's out on the debate stage stating when asked questions, what will you do as the president of the United States? These are the answers that he's giving. So I'm going to drop Reese Waters' link one more time. You guys can finish that out. That's all I got. See, I just have to talk about some issues that are important to me at this time, where a lot of people, you saw the women who was talking about how they don't think that she's qualified and all of this. She has no experience, and all of these unicorn Negroes who don't have time to talk about things that are really going to affect you and how you live your lives. A lot of this fluff talk about, oh, I'm going to talk about it then, I'm going to talk about it there. Okay, so let's be clear. I don't give a fuck when nobody do anything. I don't give a fuck if dumb motherfuckers want to talk about dumb shit all day long. I'm just trying to give you some information that you may be able to, if you find yourself in a conversation, if you find somebody saying some dumb shit, maybe you can pass on some information to people around you. I just hope I am being helpful to you. I hope I am helping you see some things that you may not have seen, like that Tucker Carlson stuff, how they're trying to get these yokos all feel in their feelings like they've been wronged and they need to stand up. They're prepping them. They're prepping them to do the same shit about this election. And what are they doing to sow doubt in the election is they have all of these people who are going to actually be at the precincts who are going to try to invalidate and try to get a lot of votes not counted, and try to not certify a lot of votes in a lot of different places all over the United States, especially these swing states. So if they sow doubt in the validity of the election, and hype up all of these people like they're being wronged, and something is wrong with America, and these people who didn't contribute, and these leeches and of society are doing something to you. I'm just giving you information. That's all I'm here for. So please subscribe to Reese Waters. I think you will enjoy him. He gives a good, thoughtful commentary. That's all I have for you. So, any questions? Hey, Candy Cane. I really appreciate all you guys who come over, listen, participate, drop my link, drop my Cash App, and just hang in there with me. So I definitely appreciate you guys for this, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. All right, I'm out of here.